Hi everyone, myself ARUNKUMAR, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, K.S.Rangasamy College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Tiruchengode. Now we are going to discuss about the OSI reference model in computer networks. So what is meant by OSI? Open System Interconnection. It was developed by International Organization for Standardization in 1984. It is one of the communication between one people to another people for safe and secure communication purposes. The OSI model consists of 7 layers and each layer has specific function. This layered approach makes it easier for different devices, technologies to work together. Then OSI model provides clear structure for data transmission and managing network issues. The first layer is application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and then physical layer. First one is application layer. Application layer is one of the top of the OSI reference model stack of layers. We find the application layer which is implemented by the network applications. This application produces the data to be transferred over the network. This layer is also serve as a window for the application services to access the network and for displaying the received information to another network. The application layer used for the network devices in SMTP, FTP and DNS. So FTP is file transfer protocol. So transfer the data between one people to another people. The next one is SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol, and DNS, domain name system. The next layer is presentation layer. This layer is encryption, translation and compression. This layer is also one of the translation layer. The presentation layer is also called as the translation layer, that from the application layer is extracted here and manipulated as per the required format to transmit over the network. The protocols are used in the presentation layer: JPG, DLS, then SSL, etc. The segmentation and reassembly. This layer accepts the messages from the session layer and break the messages into smaller units. Then next one is the each of the segment produced has a header associated with it. The transport layer at the destination station reassemble the messages in another layer. Another layer, it means same translation layer. The next one is service point addressing. The deliver the messages to correct process. The transport layer header includes the type of address called service point addresses or port address. Next one is session layer. The session layer is the OSI model in the responsible for the establishment of connections, management of connections, termination of sessions between two devices. It is also provided. It is also session layer. It also provides a authentication and privacy for security purposes. This layer protocols used in this session layer: NetBIOS and point-to-point protocol. The session establishment, the layer allows the two processes to establish, use and terminate a connection. First one is synchronization and another one is a dialog controller. The synchronization is the allows a process add a checkpoints that are considered synchronization point in the data. The next one is the dialog controller. Dialog controller is the two types of communication with each other. First one is half duplex and another one is full duplex. The next layer is transport layer. The transport layer provides a services to the application layer and the services from the network layer. The data in the transport layer is referred as a segment. The message is converted in the segment only for the transport layer. The transport layer also provides acknowledgement of the successful data transmission and retransmit if an error is found. Protocol used in transport layer: TCP and UDP. TCP is transmission control protocol. UDP is user datagram protocol. The next one is a network layer. The network layer works for the transmission of data from one host to another network. It also takes care of packet routing. The first previous layer is data is a segment. This layer is data is packet. The sender and receiver IP addresses are placed in the header by the network layer. Segment in the network layer is referred to as a packet. The network layer is implemented by networking devices such as routers and switches. The next one is a data link layer. Data link layer is responsible for the node-to-node delivery messages. The main function of this layer is to make sure data transfer is error-free from one node to another. This is main function is error-free. Then when a packet arrives in a network, it is the responsibilities of the DLL and transmit for the MAC address. MAC address is a media access control. It means every computer in attached from the NIC this MAC address. NIC means network interface card. The data link layer is divided into two subclasses. One is logical link control. One is a MAC, media access control. The next one is a physical layer. The messages transport layer is the segment. The network layer is the packet. From previous layer is the frame. This layer is messages is converted to bits. The lowest layer of the OSI reference model in the physical layer, it is responsible for the actual physical connection between the devices. Physical layer is responsible for transmitting individual bits from one node to another. When you are receiving data, this layer will get the signal received and convert it zeros and ones and send them to the data link layer. Common physical layer devices are hub repeater. This is also called as a physical layer. So it is OSI reference model is developed in communication between one people to another people for safe and secure purposes. Thank you.